too early. Try the ferry up? Nah, whatever. Fuck. Am I supposed to hold up? Okay, so that was icy. I was not sure what that attack was. I know it's an insta-kill attack now. That's why the targeting on the missiles was not working as well. That does not work on insta-kill attacks. What now? Lily is not... Wait, was she knocked unconscious somehow?
There's a
No,
hacking code
she
for
wasn't.
Ibris's memory stick.
What? Can somebody explain to me, by the way, what is controlling the drone? Like, when Lily's inside the suite, was she just trying to control the drone? And was she controlling the fucking exosuit at the same time? Like before, you know? There she wasn't controlling the exosuit, but like before when we just walked in here, she just multitasks, you know?
Now, there's nothing stopping us.
That is some glorified Taki mode. Oh, it actually is Taki mode. Wait, what? Wait, that's really cool. What the hell? That music, what? Wait, why is there a timer? Wait, why is the timer on the screen? Hold up, I just noticed that. What is this? Resident Evil 4? This place's about to explode. What the fuck? Holy shit, the jiggle physics. What the fuck?
Eve!
I'm not gonna lie, I think I like
Are you
this ending
alright?
more. I like this ending more than fighting the Elder Knight Eva.
Eve! I thought I'd be left alone. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still not used to the new look. Still, I'll get used to it one day, right?
Yes, Lily. I'm sure you will.
Too many things happened today.
This is the music that
And
plays in
even
her
more
atelier,
awaits us.
isn't it? Atelier. Hmm.
Let's return to the tetrapod.
A starry night.
And it's this bitch again. I still don't like her.
Starlight. Twinkling, reflecting on satellites. Predicting the future. It's like trying to find one single star in the endless sky. I serve the future of mankind, though whether that future would embrace me, I cannot say. But for the sake of Father, I refuse to give up. The one who gave birth
Pardon me?
to me, taught me, the one who's no more.
That's very... much more open
Yes.
than on that first
I must
playthrough.
confirm if you are, in fact, that future.
Mother. Sphere?
Nice to meet you, Eve and Lily. You have more than met my expectations. The final decision was a bit disappointing, yes,
What?
but thank you.
Okay, I was gonna say that she was gonna
What
like
are you
this
talking
somehow
about?
more. But no. She did indeed want us to kill
This
the Elder Knight
concludes
Eva.
the Eve Protocol.
What? I mean, what are we doing now?
Then farewell.
Wait! We have questions!
I'm more confused than before, this is bad.
Oh no!
This concludes the Eve Protocol.
There's too many Eve!
Lily?
Is the Mother
Stay
Sphere
back.
trying to kill Eve because the Elder Knight Eva and Eve are one? Is that what we just saw? Well, these
So this is your plan.
angels are very different from the ones that we
Then-
know.
I'll gladly play my part.
Wait, what?
Now, come, my comrades.
A fuck? Yo. What is this game? Actually, this good AoE. This definitely does not remind me of murdering a bunch of your androids in Neo Automata. And yeah, the Mother Sphere does want the Elder Knight Tifa fusion dead, clearly. A lot of moaning. That's how you end it? That's curious. What ending even is that? I don't know if that was the secret ending or if that was the normal ending of siding with Adam, but that ending was so much better than the first playthrough ending if you don't side with Adam. That was so much better. Wow. That is so much better. Do you hear that? No, wait, that's not. Clapping doesn't easily come to the microphone, I know that. Wow, that is wow. I wish I could have just heard the music on those last two fights. Those were... Isn't this the same track that's just played when we were killing those angels? Also, the Eve Protocol members that we just met there, they were a lot the same in their appearance as we were, as the Elder Knight Tifa fusion. So, does that hint at something? Well, like the Mother Sphere sent those Eve Protocol members there to try to kill us again. Did the Mother Sphere simply do that because she needed any of the species or the knowledge of the Naitivas dead? So even though we were still very much ourselves as Eve and Lily, the Mother Sphere believes that even the Naitivas vicariously living through us in the new species is not allowed. And then the Mother Sphere also said that, like, she was missing her father, kind of. So that's Raphael Marx, right? Was that her, like, just being pitiful, maybe? Or just, you know, not sincere? Is that what that was about? Maybe she simply said that. Maybe she simply said that because she was projecting towards Eve. Maybe she wanted Eve to feel the way that she was feeling here. Maybe that's why she said that. Like, you know, remembering your, like, birth and your own creator. Maybe she said that as a threat to Eve. Maybe it's a threat. Yeah, I didn't take it as a threat so much myself. I was just more curious and confused at the same time. But yeah, it has to be a threat. She was projecting her own existence and her own and the contents of her own person for Eve. Like, remember your own creator, like respecting your own creator and like understanding the reason as to why you were birthed, you know? What your purpose was. She was projecting that as a threat to Eve. And then she sent the Eve Protocol members, the last of the Eve Protocol members, towards us there. That's what that was. So, it does truly seem actually, you know what the Mother Sphere was also projecting? Raphael Marx created the artificial intelligence of Mother Sphere because he wanted a better life for humanity. He wanted to create an enhanced humankind himself. Did he not want that, right? So the prototype of the Mother Sphere that he created, he always had the idea back of his mind that he would at some point like heighten the humankind's ability and fuse their own abilities with his artificial intelligence species that he created himself. Like that was his purpose, was it? Like he wanted to create this enhanced humanity. But then Mother Sphere, well, when she projected that what her purpose was of creating the new humanity that would overtake the previous humanity maybe, well, the Mother Sphere took Raphael Marx's purpose of creating this new humanity as like a fulfilled duty kind of thing. And she's still trying to do it even right now. She's trying to create this new enhanced humanity of androids that will eventually take over Earth. So Mother Sphere is pretty much evil all along. Yeah. So Mother Sphere at any single point in this story never had any any compassion for any other species besides her own in the story. She was always vile and evil to the core in every single point in this story we see her as. So my hypothesis about her being like a victim or a defending party in this entire story in this game is just pretty much false. Yeah. She was always the menace in this conflict. Not the Nightibas, not the Elder Nightibas, not the humans. She with her android army was. So that would mean that the first ending that I did on my blind playthrough was the evil ending. And this is the good ending. Obviously. In most other games, in like say, I'm gonna take Bloodborne and Lies of P as examples now again. In Lies of P, the evil ending is joining with the quote-unquote final boss, you know, or in the final fight. Is choosing the peaceful option is the evil like ending on both the two games. In this game, they flipped it upside down fully, and it's the evil choice to not side with the during the final fight. And siding in the final fight with the final boss is actually the good ending in this story. Wow. Isn't that quite something? But once again, was this the secret ending or was this the normal ending with the if you side with Adam? With how much more special this felt, I feel like this was the secret ending. But the thing here is, I feel like the interception from Lily in the boss fight, where she like used Iberis's hacking data to be able to overcome the what the fuck am I saying? subjugation. Subjugation? Yeah. To overcome the subjugation of her being binded inside the exopod, or the what is it? Exoskeleton, is it? Exomecha, whatever, exo something. My brain's off. To be able to like side with us there, and for Lily to awaken from that state, she used Iberis's hacking data for that. And I feel like that, from the storytelling perspective, it makes sense that that was the secret ending then. Because would she normally be able to do that then? Like, maybe the Lily symbol that we keep seeing, if that was 100% and she had all of the intel about this game's story and characters and memory sticks and documents and everything possible for her knowledge to increase with us, then it would make sense that she's able to use Iberis's hacking algorithm there to overcome the subjugation because of both her, Iberis's, and our efforts throughout the game collecting everything. So that must have been the secret ending then. So I wonder if the normal ending for taking Adam's hand, I wonder if that is simply just killing like them. Actually, that's pretty evil, probably. Yeah, I think the normal ending for taking Adam's hand must be like you destroying the exomech, and then Lily pops out of it, and then not really much happens or something. No, that doesn't make sense. Would we kill Lily? Would Lily have to die in the normal ending, or was... Dude, I don't know. This was more the secret ending, but I don't know how it would go if this was not the secret ending. If this is not the secret ending, then how the hell would it play out on the normal ending? Like, Mother Sphere would pop out regardless. You know what it would probably be, actually? Maybe the non-secret ending. What if, regardless of how well we fight there, what if the exosuit and Lily just kill us regardless of how well we fight, and we then just cease to exist? Eve sacrifices herself, because Eve already, her conviction in this story, she several times is willing to sacrifice her own self for the greatness of the cause that she believes in the story. So it makes sense that maybe the normal ending for that would be Eve actually sacrificing herself, and then maybe Lily and Eve both cease to exist. Maybe that's the normal ending. Well, whichever one it is, I'm gonna go check whichever one I got after these credits roll. So I'm gonna go say it right now. The screenplay was a lot better on this ending. Like, nothing that Lily, Eve, and the Mother Sphere did there at the end actually took me off the immersion. Like, nothing. It actually was solid. And I wish I could say that for the entire game, but I can't. But yeah, that's something that I have to commemorate. It was done actually well. Or it was done well enough where it doesn't ruin the immersion. I really like that. Also, Eve's character arc makes a lot more sense with this ending. Like, I actually saw character growth in both during that fight, at the start of the fight, in the cutscene with Adam, when we chose to choose the side with Adam, and there when the Yorha androids were coming and the Mother Sphere appeared. In all of that, I actually saw character growth on Eve, but I didn't really mention it yet. But her actual like attitude and conviction in this story genuinely changed. But then again, that was mostly a bunch of cutscenes and fights. So would she actually like fully change if the game like continued and stuff? I don't know. But that was actually some nice character growth there at the end to see. Like, you could actually feel that she felt very different about her own existence and the existence of her species and the Androidos as a whole. Like, you can see that. I did not see that feeling on the first blind playthrough ending, when we kill Adam instead. I didn't see that then. I saw that she was distraught by what she did, but she was also distraught by seeing what the colony was when she, you know, took the space shuttle back to the colony, and we see that, like, drawn out shot of the Earth being completely, like, surrounded by the colony, you know? Like, even though all the way to that point her character growth there, the arc, was very minuscule, if nothing at all, basically. But yeah, from the two endings, that one was easily hands down the better one. It's not even close. This one was, like... If I am gonna do full playthroughs of this game, I would only do this ending. I even like the boss fight more. Like, even the mechanics of the fight itself, fighting the exosuit, so much better fight. I like that fight so much more. So much more than the Elder Knight Tiba fight. So much more. The Elder Knight Tiba, just like fucking Raven, just keeps permanently teleporting everywhere. And it's just... It's sickening to try to fucking chase it throughout the fucking arena the whole time. It is so annoying. Raven also does it both on her unidentified Knight Tiba form as well as the normal Raven form. But the difference with her is that when she teleports somewhere, she's always gonna, like, almost always gonna attack you immediately after she teleports. It's not like with the Elder Knight Tiba, where Adam, like, just teleports somewhere far away and just starts, like, range spamming you or something. Like, that is just infuriating. But when the Raven teleports somewhere, she almost always goes in for, like, a flank attack or starts a new combo or something. And actually interacting with her when you fight her, even if she does teleport, like, it still feels mostly very interactive. Like, it feels like she's not out of your control when she keeps teleporting. Like, you still feel like you are grounded to the moment and you're able to fight her, like, all the time. Rather than having these awkward pauses in the fights where you just have to, like, chase her around, you know? And that's what I strongly feel with the Elder Knight Tiba fight. Is that's what that fight feels like. So, like, even the exosuit fight is just... I like that fight so much more. So much more than the Elder Knight Tiba fight. And then we have those sick cutscenes and the actual character arc that we see her character, like Eve's character as well as Lily's character, but especially Eve's character. Like, she actually, like, showed some real character growth and her convictions truly changed her at the end. I wish I saw more of that in the actual game throughout the story. Really nice. Oh, and if they... I mean, they have already confirmed that they are making Stellar Blade 2. I wonder, Stellar Blade 2 is likely not gonna be... Actually, I can't say. You think it's gonna be a spin-off in the same world? Or if we are gonna continue our Eve and Lily story? I feel like Shift Up would make a big mistake if they don't continue our Eve and Lily story, to be completely honest with you. I think for this story to be as great as it is, I think they take this ending as the canon ending of us fusing with the Elder Knight Tiba, and then they have me, or the Eve and Lily, as well as the surviving androids that do not believe in the Mother Sphere's bullshit down in Earth, take up arms against the Mother Sphere. And then we are throughout the entire game fighting Mother Sphere's angels and androids that descend from the sky. And maybe we like invade the space colony, and there's like gonna be like half the game or something played in like the space colony out in space, fighting like the Mother Sphere's like androids and whatever like machines she has up there. Like that would be such a cool idea. It's both fan service, it's comfort, it's charm, and most people who played this game would definitely want to see Eve and Lily's character continue. Like 100%. Like if I would have to choose, I would be fine with both. I would be fine with it having it be like a prequel story, having it be a spin-off, having it be a story in the future. But I feel like most of all I would want this story from this ending to continue. And I'm probably not the minority on that either. Like this sounds like the most badass of all of the possibilities that I would want to see more. It's either this or a prequel story. I feel like would be the most exciting for me. God, I really wish I got this on my first playthrough. Or maybe it was better that I got this on my second playthrough, because I always enjoy second playthroughs of games more. So maybe it actually was better that I got this as my second playthrough ending. Wow. Why am I reading the credits? Yeah, so... I'm guessing that final document slot is gonna be Mother Sphere. That's likely what it is, right? Mother Sphere is gonna be the last slot. When I was pondering that before the end of the game, yeah. Yeah, also, I have not rated Stellar Blade for my all-time favorite game list yet. Like, you can see it at the bottom of the stream as well, on the description. I have a list for some really impactful games that I have played. I have not listed Stellar Blade there intentionally yet, because I'm still playing it, obviously. And I did not list Black Myth Wukong there, because I only have one playthrough of the game, and I'm waiting for patches. But I think it is pretty safe to say that it's gonna be pretty high on the list. But it's likely not gonna surpass Black Myth Wukong. Although Black Myth... Oh, wait, let me not say anything. What is this? Oh my god, the jiggle physics. We actually get continuation from this? Is that Lily on next to her? Actually, where is Lily? I see the cameraman is still working super hard to exaggerate her features. Nothing has changed in here. Where did the ships go? And where's Lily? Yeah, this is the good ending. I think I already said that many times, but this is the canon ending that the game should have. Haven't I heard this song somewhere else already? Wow, an angel did really fall from the sky, huh? And actually gave them salvation, just not the way they expected. What the fuck? The story continues on. Journey. This has to be a hint for the next game. Am I supposed to press something? I guess so. What if I just stood on that screen and did nothing? Wow. That's actually so poetic. Like, that ending scene there. Like, I don't know why it says that I already had New Game Plus. Is the New Game... Wait a minute. Is the New Game Plus different depending on the save? Like what ending you chose? What? Excuse me? Is that even possible? I guess we're gonna see. What the fuck? That ending is actually so poetic. Because all of the talk of like the angels of death falling from the sky and like perpetrating the Mother Sphere's like evil and like maniacal will to actually more like extinguish the humankind as well as the Nightibas. Like that is obviously a very twisted purpose for them to have. But then we, as one of the very unique Eve Protocol members from the 7th Airborne Squadron, we fall down from the sky the same way as her sisters do. But instead of being dubbed the Angel of Death, we are actually the salvation in the story. Which is not the way that the citizens or the androids themselves expected. Because actually, due to Adam's efforts of finding a way for their species as well as the continuation of the current human race and the current androids to actually coexist in symbiosis with each other, we had to create a new species of humanity, not to both extinguish the current one, but to actually improve their capabilities as a species even further. And then we, as Eve and Lily, or Eve in this case particularly, we choose to actually use our new formed powers and form to provide salvation for the current enhanced humanity that still lives. There's a book earlier in the game, and that one NPC that we meet at the bridge that talks about the Mother Sphere's like salvation for like us being like, you know, what does she actually mean by us? Because the Mother Sphere never intended the salvation to be for the people of like the contemporary people that are currently living. You know, it was like the entire like species as a whole was like the scope, right? But Eve, because of her compassion towards the humans, because of her preconception to have this very like empathetic like attitude that she has and conviction towards humanity that she has, it actually allows her to choose, in fact, encourages her to choose, to help the current humanity more than the future of the humanity. And she also does the same exact thing when Raven attacks Zion as well. Like, she would rather choose to help the people of Zion, the current people that live there, rather than actually accomplish her mission. So she actually is not a perpetrator of death by the Mother Sphere, if we are going down to the very fundamentals. She is actually the forms of salvation. Because she chooses to follow her own choices, to make her own destiny, based off the people that change her throughout the story and what she learns throughout the story. So she's no longer this angel of death, but instead the salvation of the people. That's what that ending was there. So the angels that do fall from the sky are indeed salvation, but not from Mother Sphere. But because of the compassion towards the humans in a personal level, not as a species. You have received the symbol of legacy. Entering Taki mode with the symbol of legacy equipped will transform you into a fusion state. Yeah. Oh my god, the title changes. Or the main menu, I mean. Surely that was... Hold up, let's go back. Can I see... Surely that was... I'm still missing something in here. Was that not the secret ending? Was that just the good ending and this is the secret ending? Just based off the percentage of people who have done it, I mean. Have I done... Where is the fucking... Oh! I'm literally 2% off this, so I need like literally 1 or 2 kills. With the ambush mechanic. Yeah, about that. This has to be the secret ending then. What's the percentage? Okay, so this right here is not the secret ending. It isn't. 32.0% of people have this. That's way too high. No way. So this has to be the secret ending then. So what the fuck? And this is the Kill Adam ending this year, right? This is the Return to the Colony, and this is like New Memories. Right, I'm gonna go on the internet for a moment. Oh, wait a minute! Wait, what the fuck? Wait. The Wikipedia is calling the secret ending Making New Memories, so I did just get the secret ending, apparently. And the bad ending is Cost of Lost Memories. What? Hold up now. I'm fucking confused. Okay, what the fuck is going on in here? Dude, what is fucking going on? This fucking... For the bad ending, you need to enter the point of no return, visiting Spar 4 orbital without having... Wait, what? Simply don't complete many citizen requests and you will be fine. The amount you automatically receive for unmissable story events... The amount you automatically receive for unmissable story events leaves you far from 100%. When the final decision with Adam comes, grab his hand and fight Providence, which is Lily's mech out of control. After the battle, you visit post-memory sending. Alright, so... I did get the secret ending apparently there. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that ending was way too good compared to the previous one for it to not be the secret ending. That is so fucked up, though. Why is the percentage on completion on the secret ending so high? Like, that is insane how high that is. What is this ending? Are you gonna tell me that almost 3 times the amount of people have completed the secret ending of this game rather than almost the same ending, just the normal ending where you just take Adam's hand? Literally, how? Are people just spoiling themselves that badly? They just go online and are like, I'm just gonna do the secret ending on first playthrough. Like, what? I don't follow. I don't get people who do that. Is that really fucking it? I don't believe that, man. There is something fucking wrong here. This can't be correct, man. It really, literally cannot. I'm just gonna look this one up because it's too weird. 12 point something %. What the fuck? The new game plus trophies are different though. They are separate. Can't be counted on the same one. Yeah. That seems to be the case. Cost of Lost Memories, which is the bad ending for the game, which I did not do here. That one is literally 12.6% completion rate. While this one, that I just did the secret ending, is 32.0. So you're gonna go ahead and tell me this secret ending is either very easy to do, because the wiki just said, well, one fucking article just said that for the secret ending, you don't even need to collect like all of the items or whatever. You just need to do like the citizen requests and stuff, so that like your Eve's like humanity like increases, I suppose, so that like Eve's affinity towards like the humanity and compassion towards like the androids or what she believes to be humans increases to the point where she decides to side with the living or surviving androids and humans rather than Mother Sphere or her mission. So that's the reason as to why that makes sense. Well, I am by no means a fan of that, because you know what that means. On the New Game Plus playthrough, I'm gonna have to intentionally not complete the citizen missions so that I get this ending. Unless I do 4 playthroughs of the game. But the thing is, there's gonna be new nanosuits and, well, mainly that. New accessories are gonna be on New Game Plus from what I have understood. So, I think it would make too much sense that if they are not gonna change any accessories that are on the new game, and they are not just gonna litter the game with new like places of where those accessories are at, then the old points where there was nano suits, they are just gonna swap those nano suits to the new nano suits that we are gonna get on New Game Plus. So that would mean that if I do not say do all the missions or citizen requests or whatever, then I'm also gonna miss on some accessories as well. Likely. So actually on this next playthrough, New Game Plus, I would actually probably just 100% everything again. Just pick up every item and all loot possible. And then the playthrough after that, I would do the ending where I just disregard all compassion for the humans and just fucking do this instead. What a travesty. How does this New Game Plus thing work? Your game progress will reset and will not. Oh yeah, will not. It was just emphasizing that. So obviously the first one we can't choose. So that's how New Game Plus here works. If we just do continue... You know what, actually? I think if you do normally continue or load the save, where does this say that we are? It doesn't... It just shows that we are in the nest. So if I go back here, I would probably be able to get the other ending by just, you know, not going New Game Plus. And if I load one of these, it probably loads right before the boss fight or something. No, but the thing is though, I don't get to choose again. Right? Unless I do the boss fight without dying once. Like, if I do the choice, and then I do not die once on the boss fight, and I see the ending and credits, then you're able to do both the endings, actually, on the single playthrough. But you still cannot do both the secret and the normal ending playthrough on taking Adam's hand. Like that one you still have to do another playthrough for, because that is down to the citizen requests and Eve's affinity with the humanity. But you can still do two endings in one if you don't die. So there's that. I just wanna see if this looks any different. Yeah, Providence is here as well now. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and say something about this game again that I also mentioned before. This game is way too back-heavy with its challenging content. Like, way too. Like, it is an absolutely, like, exhausting boss content at the end of the game. Like, it really is. Like, it's way too saturated with the bosses at the end of the game. It really is. Like, we have Belal, the dual sword-wielding Naitiba, the machine Naitiba. Then you have the Karakuri, and then you have Demo Crawler. Then you have, obviously, unidentified Naitiba or Raven Fight 1. Then you have Raven Fight 2. Then you have either Elder Naitiba, or you have the Providence fight. All of them together, that's like 6 boss fights in pretty fast succession with each other. Now, let me give an example as to why this is bad. Let's go back to the pacing of the game with boss fights and like more challenging content, I guess we could say. The first area of the game, 807, we have a Gigas fight. Really boring boss, never fan of it, not fun to fight. Second story, or second part in the story, second chapter, we have the Wasteland, where we can fight a reskinned Gigas, which is not fun to fight either, bullshit fight. Then we have Altus Levar, and there's simply gonna be one of those Maelstrom enemies, which you just pew 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 from fucking range, and that's it. Not really an exciting fight, whatever. Then we go to Matrix 11 next, and then we actually have the Stalker, we have the Juggernaut fight, and then we also have a Tacky fight. The Stalker fight from compared to the Juggernaut fight is a lot better. Though I think the Stalker that we meet in the Great Desert is significantly more formidable fight compared to the Stalker that we meet in the Matrix 11 area. Either that is a buffed version of the Stalker, which I have said like 2 playthroughs in a row now, or it's so much easier because it has less stats and dies too easily. And then the Juggernaut fight, literally whatever, it's just more cannon fodder. The Behemoth fight also is a unique fight in the desert in the Kaya questline. It's a fine fight, I always like the fight. It's got unique music as well. It's a fine fight. Nothing really wrong with it in my eyes. But it's not exactly something that just excites me, you know? Tacky fight is something that excites me, but it's too easy. Tacky is too easy fight at the point in the game when you fight her. And then after the Tacky fight, we go into Abu's Levoir and the Great Desert, obviously. And then we fight the fucking Maelstrom enemy. The same fucking lousy bullshit fight. Once again, back to back almost. And then after that, we go to Eidos 9. We have a fucking reskin gank fight of those fucking horse enemies from, or horse creatures from Avatar. We fight 2 of those at the rooftops, and then we just go to Eve's Atelier, and then we go to the orbital elevator, the spiral. And then we finally have the Belal fight 1, and then the Belal fight 2. Like, I feel like the pacing in the mid-game of this game, or not even the mid-game, literally like, if I have to come up with one, and I do mean really, one fight that I'm genuinely excited about to do on each playthrough, the very first one in the game in chronological order, that's Tacky. Before fight with Tacky, there is literally not a single fight that I'm just like, oh, I'm excited to see how this fight goes now, you know? Or just, you know, it doesn't excite me, you know? And then after Tacky, the next fight that excites me is more like, I don't know, maybe Belal, like a little bit, but I don't know, he's too easy and too random, I think. The one that is more impactful on the story, that is more exciting, is both the Karakuri fight as well as the Demo Crawler. But even those 2 are more cannon fodder, more like compared to the unidentified Nighttiba and the Raven fight. And those fights are very late in the game, like really late in the game, so like this game's saturation of where the exciting content is way too, it's way too sparse. Like, compared to games like Lies of P, for example, that did so insanely well when it came to like fulfilling and satisfying feeling like areas and boss fights, back to back to back to back, nothing but consistency, was absolutely incredible. So when you play games like that, and then you play something that fails at it a lot more, it's just like, it's just disheartening, you know? But yeah, this game is way too back-heavy with its exciting content. Said it before, I'm saying it now as well. Way too back-heavy. Does this even open? Oh, it does open. They are asking for 10 euros for this shit? Are you taking a... Dude, I was hoping maybe 5 at highest. What's this fucking thing? Oh, there's new hairstyles as well. I mean, those are probably just gonna be fucking... It's probably gonna be A2 short hair, A2 long hair, and like 2B or something. Wait, what is PS5 Pro enhanced bullshit? I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do these endings here. I'm not gonna lie, I just drifted off. My bad. Well. Wow. You know, the annoying thing here is I would want my last playthrough ending of this game before I move on to something else to be that ending again. But if I do that, then I'm not gonna be fighting the Elder Knight Heaper for so fucking long. Am I gonna be fine with that? The thing is, like, it's either the next playthrough I would do the evil ending or the bad ending, but I kind of don't want to do that because I might likely I'm gonna miss on some accessories because of that. So most likely I'm just gonna do them. I could do the the evil ending of killing Adam instead again, and then do a New Game Plus 2 where I do the bad ending. But then if I do that, then the problem with that is it leaves me obviously with the bad ending as the last thing. Like, I would so strongly want my last playthrough of the game to have this ending. It's painful. But the thing is, if I do want to do it like that, then my next ending would have to be the bad ending, and then my playthrough after that would have to be this ending again. Wow, I really don't know. That's really tough. What I could also do is I could just... I could also do something really stupid, and I could just do like... Wait. I could complete 5 entire playthroughs of this game if I would want to be kind of done with it. Because then that would allow me to do the evil ending twice with where I kill Adam, and then I would be able to do this ending twice, and then the bad ending of this ending once. So then that's 5 entire endings. And would I mind that? Yeah. I mean, would I be bored with this game at that point? Likely. Or maybe, I don't know, it's not like Sekiro where I can just play that. Like, if I would choose one game, if I would have to play one game for the rest of my life, then it would probably be Sekiro. Like, Sekiro is literally impossible to get bored at playing. Like, Sekiro is just so unbelievable. Okay, let's say this. Sekiro is the most satisfying game to play. Period. There is literally no game that is more satisfying to play than Sekiro. I'm gonna go say it. It's just what it is. Like, it's a perfect game that is just immaculate to just play all the time. It's what it is. But this game also, with its parry system and combat system, if you play the game like I do, it is very interactive. And I never said this game wasn't fun to play. It is fun to play. It's just I always wish that it was harder. That's the thing. And now I'm gonna get that as well with the hard mode. So we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm definitely overthinking this, but remember on the first playthrough when I did the blind playthrough before this one, and I thought to myself how I was so like more so disappointed with what I was seeing with this game, like with the character arc, the ending and the confusion from it, and I was more so focused on the negative aspects of this game. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. My attitude towards this game, because of this ending and this playthrough, but especially because of this ending, just skyrocketed so much higher than on the first playthrough that I am actually able and willing to look at past many of the bad things that this game has in it. Just because the good things that this game has on it overweigh the bad things so much that I can mostly look over them at this point. And I was not able to do that on the first playthrough, but I think now I can. Like, this game is just a joy. It is an amazing game. But it could be better. And which one of these games would I rather play, this or Black Myth Wukong? This. And I can do that without even, like, logically thinking about either one. I would rather play this any day over Black Myth Wukong repeat playthroughs. But which one of the games is better? Black Myth Wukong. It's not even a contest. It's not even a contest. The better game of these two is Black Myth Wukong. Objectively speaking, and what that game does in it, and what the game has in it, I can hardly even think of anything that is gonna be produced within the next couple decades to match the quality of that game, outside of the last 2 chapters. Before the last 2 chapters of Black Myth Wukong, chapters 1 to 4, and the Erlang boss fight and the Great Sage boss fight, like, that game was nothing sort of extraordinary. To the core of that word, just absolutely outstanding product. Bravo. But those last 2 chapters were so shit to fucking play that is genuinely the main and only reason as to why I did not play several playthroughs of Black Myth Wukong. It's just the last 2 chapters. I had so little fun and enjoyment trying to play those last 2 chapters in that game that it single-handedly made it so that I did not want to play the game again. It was that annoying. But with this game, I feel like the biggest thing with this game that makes me not possibly enjoy it as much is exactly the character rigging, the character arc, and the storytelling on the most important characters in this game, being Lily, Eve, and Adam, being way too reserved and subtle in this game. There is no business for their like attitude and their conviction throughout this story to be as reserved and held back as it is. I really hate that aspect of this game's storytelling. Like, they should be way more forthcoming with how they feel and what their attitude throughout the game's story is. That is my one really big grudge with this game. That inconsistency there with what is happening on the screen is infuriating, to say the least. And I say this so many times when I see Eve and Lily on the screen, and Adam is actually very truthful to his character throughout the entire story. He appears very sincere, and his character growth, even though it obviously is not much there, because it makes sense for the story for his character arc to not be like wild or anything, because of what he is. But even Lily, they should have a lot of character growth, both of them. If not Lily, then absolutely Eve has to have. But you just don't see it in this game. And another thing that also bugs me a lot is the NPCs in this game. I think I'm gonna be very brutally honest now. I wanted to expect more from especially Enia's, Kaya's, and Roxanne's characters. But especially from Enya and Kaya's character. Anya, Kaya, oh yeah, Digger as well. Anya, Kaya, and Digger. Those three characters should have way more impact on this game's storytelling, I think. Because they definitely have the potential to have like an actual like strong part in Eve's like this journey of becoming more empathetic towards humans and understanding them. But they just don't. The scenes with Eve and them in the same and during their stories, I feel like the game does not emphasize that enough. I feel like it's once again it's too like held back by something. And I don't know why they are holding it back like that. Like, I feel like it is just a massive missed opportunity to not have Eve as well as the side characters there that are supposed to be very important for Eve's journey here. To be so reserved and held back with how like their existence and the values that they have and the insight that they show to Eve throughout the story, it's way too reserved, and I would want to see it a lot more in this game. But it's the same as with Eve on Kaya, Digger, and like Enya. Like, they are way too like one-dimensional throughout the game. Yeah, I would enjoy a lot for them to have a bigger presence. But maybe I'm expecting too much at this point. Maybe after playing all of these like really great games, like I'm way too hard person to please with these games. I set my expectation based on what the game I'm about to play is. If I expected this game to be like mediocre, or if this is a AA game from like an indie studio or something, I would set my expectations appropriate for what the game is. And I do that all the time. But with this game, AAA game, first party Sony game, however, this is a big thing. Shift Up has basically never done a massive like AAA game of any kind. This is literally like their debut AAA game. So for that, I have to like commemorate like their achievement with this one. They did damn good fucking job for their first AAA game. Incredible job. Amazing game. But yeah, I think I've said everything I wanted to say, and I might go and continue streaming the New Game Plus playthrough after I've eaten something. We'll see about that. But yeah, I think this ending and the story that was leading up to it has turned my understanding of this game's story components on its head even more than it already was. So yeah, I kind of already said how the story was set in stone already, like in the credits, so I'm not gonna go over and say exactly what I already did say, just listen to what I said before, so there you have it. In short summary, Mother Sphere was evil all along. Her existence was created by a by a dissatisfied human that was living in a time where they felt like they needed to have an evolutionary like jump in their own existence in order for the humankind to like prosper even further than they already are able to. He felt like they needed an actually like enhanced species of humanity to do that. He creates Mother Sphere, Raphael Marx, and then the Mother Sphere already has a prejudice of what her purpose is because of her creator. And her creator, Raphael Marx, already was somewhat scheming for the Mother Sphere to be able to create another android species of androids, of enhanced humans, under her rule to perpetuate the will of her own father, in that sense. And Raphael Marx's twisted invention indeed worked. And then we see the second last to final war, and then we see the final war. And in both instances, the egotistical and murderous Mother Sphere is actually the evil party both times around. So the good ending in this game, the good story in this game was always siding with the Night-Hebas, with the Elder Night-Heba, to fight against the Mother Sphere all along, as I predicted from the very first time in my blind playthrough as well, which I turned, or which hypothesis I turned on its head, because of the information I got at the end of the story, as well as this playthrough's beginning and mid-game parts, which were seemingly false. That's what it is. Good night, fellas.